This is Professor Joe, your education advocate. I want to share the story of the six blind men and the elephant, a parable copied from the earliest versions of the parable of blind men and the elephant found in Buddhist, Hindu, and Jain texts, as they discuss the limits of perception and the importance of complete context. The parable has several Indian variations. The narrative adopted by many religions and published in various stories for adults and children. It is about a group of blind men who attempt to learn what an elephant is, each touching a different part and disagreeing on their findings. Let me tell you the story. The Six Blind Men and the Elephant, originally published by Icho Hanabusa as The Blind Monks Examining an Elephant in 1888. Once upon a time, there were once six blind men who stood by the roadside every day and begged from the people who passed. They had often heard of elephants, but they had never seen one. For being blind, how could they? One morning, an elephant was driven down the road where they stood. When they were told that the great beast was before them, they asked the driver to let him stop so that they might see him. Of course, they could not see him with their eyes, but they thought that by touching him, they could learn just what kind of animal he was. The first one happened to put his hand on the elephant's side. Well, well, he said, now I know all about this beast. An elephant is exactly like a wall. The second felt only of the elephant's tusk. My brother, he said, you are mistaken. An elephant is not at all like a wall. He's round and smooth and sharp. He's more like a spear than anything else. The third happened to take hold of the elephant's trunk. Both of you are wrong, he said. Anybody who knows anything can see that this elephant is like a snake. The fourth reached out his arms and grasped one of the elephant's legs. Oh, how blind you are, he said. It is very plain to me that an elephant is round and tall like a tree. The fifth was a very tall man, and he chanced to take hold of the elephant's ear. The blindest man ought to know that this beast is not like any of the things you name, he said. An elephant is exactly like a huge fan. The sixth was very blind indeed, and it was some time before he could find the elephant at all. At last he seized the animal's tail. "Oh, foolish fellows," he cried, "you surely have lost your senses. This elephant is not like a wall, spear, snake, or tree. Neither is he like a fan. But any man with a particle of sense can see that an elephant is exactly like a rope."
Pause.
What do you think is this story? The elephant has moved on, but the six blind men sat by the roadside all day and continued to quarrel with each other about this giant creature. Each believed he knew based on how they perceived the animal, and they called each other hard names because they disagreed on what they believed as true. Some takeaways. First, why need to quarrel over what you believe as true? Can you not bring something and create a collective wisdom that can lead to the truth? Bring ideas together and formulate a collective view of reality. Second, do you find what is true based on what you experience? Remember, one's perspective can limit one's perception of reality. Reality is a vast horizon. Your standpoint can be your limited lens and can limit your view of reality. Why not change perspective and take another lens? Third, what happens with physically blind people? Are they limited by their conditions of blindness? Yes, our condition in life can affect how we perceive the world outside us. My perception of reality can be affected by my poverty, my hunger, my illness, and more so, my frustrations or mental health. Lastly, the truth is this: if you cannot find the truth of reality, remember that even people who have eyes sometimes act foolishly. Thanks for watching. Please continue to support my advocacy. Follow, like, and share my YouTube channel.